National 2600 Roosevelt on California.
Live from San Marcos. It is Friday night, everybody. Stole that from Saturday Night Live. Hopefully they don't come after me. Hello to Belle. Hello, Evergreen. I see you became a Newsflash supporter. Thank you so much for doing so. Thank you to the 4 likes already. Hello, Kenny. How you doing? Pat, good to see you. Awesome. Starting off another episode of Newsflash Media Live with a new member. Thank you so much. Shout out to Evergreen. Is this North County? Yes, it is. We are in North County, San Diego, specifically San Marcos. That's the 78 freeway right in front of you. Hello to Brown Boy. How you doing? Hello, Jose, Jolene, T. Russell. Good evening to you as well. We are in the infamous Harley-Davidson parking lot, kind of like our mascot. 10 likes already. Check that out.
Rescue Ambulance 132. ALS breathing problems. 1530 East El Norte Parkway.
Keep it wild up there, not down here. Where are you watching from? Prince's 8. Good to see you. Damn, you guys absolutely smashed the like button. We're at 12.
So the new fence line is related to construction that's going on there.
Hope everyone is having a great evening. You as well, T. Russell. I guess I'll just call you T. I don't know why I've been using your full name. LOL, Doobie should be our mascot. Absolutely. Doobie and, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on what Juan's cat rescue cat's name was. Started with an S, didn't it? Oh, Sarge? Sarge, that's what it was. Dispatching down here in the south. Very cool. Are you dispatching for law enforcement? Brian A., good to see you. Is that a badge as your profile picture? If so, thank you for your service, Brian.
Engine 114, medic 114.
Evergreen sporting the new star next to her name along with the wrench that moderators have. Very cool. You sport it well. Hi, April. How you doing? Thank you for joining. Another familiar face. Happy Friday to you. Let's see, what did we have this week? By the way, if you guys are new to the stream, what we do here, we monitor the law enforcement feeds as well as fire department. That's scanners, the old-fashioned way, as well as some online resources that keep us up to date with the happenings in North County, San Diego. And if anything happens, we will go to it in the Media Mobile, aka my Prius.
Potential structure fire 3347
Potential structure fire, Carlsbad. Hello, Alan. How you doing? Good to see you. Trying to get a okay. Calle Cancuna. Let's see what our ETA would be. Here it comes.
Has smoke coming from it. She just opened the door and smoke flowed out and it smells of an electrical fire. There's no one in the laundry.
We're gonna stay for this one for now. It's a 17-minute ETA from where we are. So if it goes working, aka a confirmed fire, we will head to it. But it sounds like it's just an electrical fire at this point, which is kind of code for a sparking outlet or smoking outlet. They did say smoke billowed when she opened the door, so we're obviously keeping an eye on this. 3300 block of Calle Cancuna in Carlsbad is where that is. Hi, Daniel. How you doing? Hi, everybody in the chat. Hello to Chew Dog. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good start to your weekend. Sabrina De La Rosa. Hey, how are you? I'm good. How are you doing? Good evening to you as well, T. Fat Cat, good to see you. It looks like you added some emojis to your username.
And the updated address for the laundry room will be 3398.
Oh, it's a laundry room for the Carlsbad fire. Doing good. Good to hear it, Sabrina. Hello, Beatrice. I saw you in the comment section of my video this morning. Thank you for joining.
The community laundry has smoke coming from it. You just open the door and smoke fill it out, and you can put that and smoke limit on the fire. There's no one in the laundry room.
Hello, Nani, as well. I don't know if I said hi to you yet. Thank you for joining, and thank you for being a member. As always, if we sit here for long enough, we will hit the road regardless of whether we get a call or not. So we'll probably just sit here until about 8:20, monitor the feeds, and chat it up. Obviously can't do that while I'm driving. At least not effectively. Something's going to go wrong if I try.
No, for medic 114.
Hello, Janelle. Happy Friday to you as well. Thank you for joining. 20 likes already. Wow. Thank you guys very much.
The updated address for the laundry room will be 3393 It's right inside the main gate.
Gonna check some of our online resources to make sure we're not missing anything.
Station 1 King 14.
ERP giving us a good address. It kind of looks like their anti-alley's hitting where engine 113's at right now. I'm going to go ahead and drop them on the call.
1183 at the pizza number 1639 South Coast Highway. The single vehicle PC'd into a parked vehicle. We're still attempting to get further.
We'll head to that.
Fallbrook.
I think that was 1629.
Cardiac arrest. Engine 113 at 546 Rice Canyon Road.
Engine 113, Northcom.
Starting route to 1629 South Coast Highway.
I could probably get to this one without directions, actually.
ERP's having some difficulty giving us a good address on
We've
the
been here
call.
long enough.
Looks like their
Let's see.
Anti-alley is hitting near 26.
Oceanside. Traffic collision. Engine 101 and RA 101. Best Pizza and Brew at 1639 South Coast Highway.
Alrighty. I did get the numbers right, 1639. So, just to reiterate, we are headed to a collision in Oceanside, single vehicle versus a parked vehicle. Let me unplug the charger, that always messes up the angle when I drive. We have about a 15-minute ETA. Just a regular traffic collision response from the fire department at this point. Sometimes it does upgrade when they get to the scene and realize someone's trapped, but typically that doesn't happen, so it doesn't look like a super serious call, but it is a collision, so we'll head to check it out, get eyes on it, and see if it's visual in some way.
We're checking the area, UTL so far.
How far?
Wondering if that was for the crash. UTL so far. That is unable to locate, so sometimes it can take a tiny bit of time for them to find it though, so we'll continue for now.
25 by route to be 1183.
They just started another unit to it, so.
Will be a white jeep and a Ford Focus. All occupants are out of the vehicle. Airbags have been deployed.
Airbags deployed, all occupants out. There's a Jeep involved.
slight odor of smoke.
Hi, Elizabeth. How you doing? Thank you for joining.
Sounds like from an RP. We had a slight smoke show from one of the dryer units. It's in 106.
Single engine can handle for the structure fire response in Carlsbad. I'm glad we did not head to that. Would have been a waste of gas, but I feel like generally at this point I'm pretty good at hearing keywords, and sometimes the tone of dispatchers can indicate whether a call is worth going to or not. But I definitely am mistaken sometimes.
Very good cross street.
You guys may have seen this morning we had a fatal crash. We're going to pass through the area where it happened, westbound lanes of 78, just before the Mar Vista Drive exit in Vista. A single vehicle went off the right side of the freeway. Looked like it struck a tree, unless it had struck the center divide and went across the lanes afterwards. And the driver was pronounced deceased at the scene. Wearing their seatbelt. I actually know somebody personally who crashed into a black vehicle right where that crash happened. And there was somebody who commented that currently or used to work for one of the tow truck companies locally, and they said they saw a lot of crashes, super familiar with the area. And I don't know if Charles is in here, but I saw their comment on the video about the fog, wondering if the fog had a factor in the crash this morning. And that was actually something I noticed when I left for the scene. There was fog, and I hadn't seen fog in a while around here. And I'm frequently out overnight, so typically I do notice it if it happens. So this is right where the crash occurred last night. The scene started right at the end of this guardrail. You can actually see the burnt remains of flares still on the ground. And it was down in the ditch we just passed. About 50 feet over the side. It looked like a Toyota Camry to me, but I couldn't quite tell. And obviously didn't want to publish that if I didn't feel confident that it was. But people were asking, you know, I just said sedan, and I had multiple comments asking about a description of the vehicle. This guy's going slow.
ALS response, sick person, engine 231, control 236, and medic 235, Encinitas Garden High retirement, at 803 Holly Ridge Drive, Route 1.
Essentially, we're just taking the 78 until it ends in Oceanside, and then taking a right, and we'll be there. Little beach road trip.
Southbound Coast Highway, just south of Forest Street. This is 2 vehicles, moderate damage. Investigating.
Shutting down southbound South Coast Highway. Moderate damage, checking for injuries. That's interesting because last week's stream started at the scene of a crash on South Coast Highway where they also had to block the southbound lanes.
So my contact is here, P3560 from Concord number 488. Where's that location?
Where's the name? Over en route with 25 by 1183, 1639 South Coast Highway. 14 and 1 King, I'll show you train.
I'm 14. Did you go showing that farm almost fixed? We're out here. We have that location. Yeah, I think we're waiting at Ransom area towards the outreach farm project. The last construction they were discussion. Copy. Turn it around, it's fine.
The sheriff is on scene. They stated to me 1050 Rice Canyon.
Copy 1050 right here.
Around with 25 by 1183, 1639 South Coast Highway. 14 and 1 King, I'll show you train.
Engine 101. Affirmative.
They are responding a standard tow truck, just one. So I guess maybe they're looking for the owner of the parked vehicle before they start a tow for that one, or who knows. they'll start a standard tow if it's able to be
101 North.
wheeled by its two wheels, whether that's the front two or the back two. The alternative is a flatbed if the damage is so heavy that they can't get the wheels to roll. Alrighty. We have made it to the west end of State Route 78. Hi David, how you doing?
Engine 103 and RA 103. Station Carlsbad 3140 no out. Rule 172A.
Station C45 and 48 position third city, 55 Island. So 2000 form without a state plate.
Alright.
50 miles per hour.
Should be there in about 1 minute.
They pulled up RP's driveway and left after RP confirmed that one of them pointed something at him, but RP can't confirm what.
We'll be in the northbound lanes. So.
The vehicle was seen northbound on Carnation about 5 ago now. Two CMAs in their early 30s. The driver was wearing a baseball hat.
I do see it up there. Whoa.
236 you can cancel.
Tesla really wanted that parking spot. That engine is departing a different call. They started an engine from Carlsbad to the collision. Right, here we are.
We're at the 1183.
Looks like we have one northbound lane blocked as well. I can see the Jeep.
Sorry, 107.
1183.
Sorry, 107 up. Go ahead. Do we have room up there to follow you guys?
Looks like both of the cars are off to the right, so I'm wondering why they...
Cobra 97.
Guessing debris was the reason to block the southbound lanes. Got a couple units from PD coming in code, southbound. Alright. Proceeding with caution. Oh, they're packing up the cones already. It's a pretty extensive scene for just a car that hit a parked car.
41 1110 violation at 370.
I'm gonna park right here. Testing my parallel parking skills. Don't judge me. Alrighty, let's go check it out. We are on the other side of the street, so I'll try to make sure it's a good visual for you guys. Again, we're in downtown Oceanside, 1600 block of North or South Coast Highway, right in front of Best Pizza and Brew, if you're familiar with the area. So that Jeep looks like it was hit in the rear by this Ford Fusion over here. The ambulance is still here, so that's a good sign as far as no serious injuries. Yeah, that Jeep is definitely messed up. That surprises me because Jeeps can usually take a pretty good hit and not have much indication of it. Hello, how are you? Good. There's another PD unit coming in. RA is leaving the scene. Oh, a crash in San Marcos just went out. We were right by there about 15 minutes ago when we were staged. We'll check that out next if it's anything. I'm trying to see if there's an opportunity for me to cross, but impacted the rear of the Jeep. Pretty heavy damage there. I want to get a shot of the passenger side of that car. See if we can make it across the street. Hello. Yeah, I think we can cross here shortly. Here's a better view of the sedan for you guys. Definitely crunched. I'm sure these patrons here at Best Pizza and Brew got quite the show. We appreciate it. We're walking, so thank you. Looked like there was a good amount of belongings in the rear of the Jeep, so that would be good in terms of any people in the back seat, such as children or anything like that. Trying to figure out how to cross back to my car. See if we can pull this off safely. We'll try after this truck. All right, let's do it. So that's the scene for you guys. Best Pizza and Brew in Oceanside. Gonna head back to the Media Mobile and check on this crash in San Marcos on the eastbound 78.
Engine 104 northbound.
Engine 104.
The door is unlocked.
Did you copy the dog? Should be friendly as the Chihuahua named Toby, but he might be at the door.
I love how they said the name of the Chihuahua on the transmission. New mascot, Toby the Chihuahua.
San Diego, engine manual.
San Diego.
We have an incident we're saying about a football game. We got a 13-year-old male with a arm laceration from a fall engine. 91 medic 91 will be completed.
Crash on the 78 East in San Marcos doesn't seem too serious, but worth a drive-by at least. We were just a couple exits down from where that occurred.
We're at a football stand by the high school. Location will be Borrego Springs High School.
But that's one of the risks with going to one story is you might be out of place for another. So we will depart Oceanside now and head to San Marcos. This is a good indication of why the 78 is my most traveled freeway, especially doing this.
Traffic for truck 141 creating a very low volume. Truck 141, you guys want to start blocking the traffic right before the flare pattern that's put up on the freeway here.
We do have a flare pattern set up.
Truck 141.
Sounds like one vehicle was spun around and is facing the wrong direction. And there's another vehicle involved. As always, once I get a second to look at the chat, I will certainly acknowledge what's going on there. I didn't forget about you guys. But gotta get to the scenes, get a look at them. Do have a second here. I see somebody tipped. Thank you to whoever that was. LA. Thank you very much, LA. I appreciate that. Good to see you, by the way. I don't think I've said hi to you yet. Happy Friday. Whoa. Okay, we're gonna reroute. We have a rescue traffic collision response in Carlsbad.
Non-injury, 141 will be available on scene. Like the HP on scene.
Non-injury, and confirming truck 141 to be canceled.
There was a bicyclist struck on Loker. I think that was yesterday.
Go ahead. You guys can go ahead and cancel.
It's the same street as this crash that just came out. Okay. Probably have a 10 to 15 minute ETA to this one in Carlsbad. For those of you that aren't aware, a rescue traffic collision response indicates possible entrapment. So usually it has to do with a vehicle that has rolled over, but sometimes it's just when the impact was so severe that somebody may be trapped due to the structural integrity of the vehicle being compromised. drive to Palomar Airport. There may be a quicker way. We'll find out.
Engine 143 and I-143. Proceed south on the Boulevard San Marcos. At 12 miles.
We have a 15-minute ETA. Wow. About a half hour into the stream and we've had 3 different collisions, one of them being a rescue response. It's busy. Should hear a size up within the next couple minutes or so from the fire department on what the conditions are at this scene in Carlsbad.
In 2 miles, take exit 47 onto Palomar
off the roadway. Investigating.
Single vehicle off the roadway. I thought I heard them say on its roof, but... Loker is a pretty windy road. It's in a commercial area.
Engine or truck, and the RA canceled out. Said no rescue situation.
No rescue needed for Carlsbad.
Engine and truck. First in engine and the ambulance. Captain balance brake. Engine 125. Yep.
We'll still continue and get a look at this.
Use the right lane to take exit 47 onto Palomar Airport Road. Take the exit, then turn left onto Palomar Airport Road. At the light, use the left lane to turn onto Palomar Airport Road toward County Route S12. Turn left.
You could go back on that tulip one more time.
In 4.5 miles, turn left onto El Fuerte Street.
I was trying to go around that person, but they changed lanes right with me, like we're twins. The iconic Windmill Food Hall is off to our left. I've seen that driving around North County since I was a kid.
Belonging.
Station 6, David 7, David. 6, David now. Perfect. Cameo and Roselle.
Hello to you, Beto. Good to see you. Costco is off to our right. Good observation. I don't know how you noticed that. There must have been a sign or something.
Northcom, Mari 103. Northcom, Mari 103, transporting descriptions needed, MDC is down.
Email have Canada request the have to get people to retrieve belongings from group number 171. Sending the other occupants back allowing it in.
In 2 miles, turn left onto El Fuerte Street.
Was it last week that we came to this area? I think it was maybe a couple weeks ago. Went to that K1 speed collision. That was a weird one. Came out as a traffic collision, and then they said it was inside K1 speed. It was one of the golf carts that had crashed. Didn't end up being much, though. Was a crash here earlier today as well, involving 5 cars, Palomar Airport and Yarrow Drive. Alright, we're about a mile out from this crash.
Then at the next one, turn left.
Vista. Carbon monoxide
Our
alarm.
reference across
Code
the
26 at 829 Sierra Verde Drive.
No injuries for the crash. I'm interested to see if it's on its roof or not. Because I thought I heard that initially, but
Turn left onto El Fuerte Street. Then turn right onto Locar
it's definitely
Avenues.
off of the roadway. Thank you guys for 30 likes. Very much appreciated. Let's see. Anybody haven't said hi to yet? Tycho, good to see you. Fat Glizzy, I'm assuming you're Fat Cat? Did you change your username?
Sorry, reference to crash.
Patient AMA for the crash. So I guess
At the
it's
light, turn right onto
there is
Locar
some
Avenues.
sort of
Then turn left.
injury, but it's not serious. It stands for against medical advice. So basically, the fire department advised them to get checked out, but they said next time. All right, well, there is the
Turn
ambulance.
left. Then arrive at your
There's
destination.
nobody in there. And here is the scene. Looks like it'll be off to the left. Oh, it is on its roof. Okay, we do have a flipped car. Got a good amount of glass in the roadway, too.
Arrived.
And good parking. All right. Wow, I didn't expect it to be that visual, actually. That is pretty lucky that they were not seriously injured. It's an older car. It looks like a Civic, and it totally flipped. So we'll just park right here and get a look. I'm gonna grab my credentials for this one. Alrighty, y'all. Yeah, I was expecting it to be, down a ditch or something. But it's like right in the entrance to a parking lot. Truck 105 is headed out. Is Pablo on there? Who in the chat remembers Pablo? can see all the glass in the roadway. It's hard to tell where it initially flipped or started to crash. Hello. Figured I'd introduce myself. My name's Daniel.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, how are you? Daniel.
Driving the bike lane and
Nice to meet you.
unknown number.
Thank you. Any injuries here? Okay, good. And just a single vehicle? Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Thank you. Alrighty guys, that's pretty much all there is to see here. No injuries. It's always good news. Have a good night. Thanks.
Unknown number occupant.
Can't help but wonder how it happened. But like I said earlier, this is a pretty windy road. We will hit the road again. Check the resources, see if we're missing anything.
There's Alpha Boulevard, Bridge and Cannon.
2 Bowl.
Where's it?
En route to the reckless ready. I'll rise and cover. Just open 43. He's gonna be around 50.
Lift up. Chest pain. Engine 123 and RA 123 at 1638 Kaye Jules.
Not in the health department.
There's still South Boulevard passing 30 though. The Texas plate is on trigger and expired July of this year, 2013 Mercedes.
He accelerated through the yellow light. He did not run the red.
Aren't you long from over?
David, I'll be contacting already.
Most likely gonna be a GLA one.
Confirm.
Station National Line. Astro 3. Astro 3. Can you switch to mid for a fight?
Juan in the hizzy. Good to see you, Juan.
The driver possibly just threw something out of the vehicle.
Alrighty, we're all caught up. Dale, good to see you. I showed your video to my family tonight. I absolutely loved it. Nani says, Daniel, can we share the Dale video on Facebook? Yeah, go ahead.
The vehicle blew through the red light. Our You got stuck at it. Hasn't been held started.
Jasmine, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. I'm assuming you're talking about a ride-along. LA is correct. We have done one ride-along together. That was about 6 months ago. That was before I started streaming. So we are departing this scene in Carlsbad, and let's swing by the scene in San Marcos just to get a look at it, because nothing else is going on right now. Carlsbad does have a reported reckless driver going southbound on Carlsbad Boulevard, but we're pretty out of position for that.
Rescuers for State Bobby, provides identical 15 with a roommate, and items are being thrown outside.
There is a U-turn here. Thought there wasn't. That is good for us.
They haven't seen us.
Just for reference, our location right now, we are eastbound on Palomar Airport Road, headed into San Marcos.
Through a plastic bag outside the driver's side window. Tell me the street just north of Breakwater. In between two lanes.
Yeah, 42 call for most recent updates. Just go ahead and notify CSSO.
We're transferring now.
They're notifying sheriff as that reckless driver enters Encinitas from Carlsbad. Thank you, Juan, for the tip. Thank you, LA, as well. Much appreciated. Daniel, you joining Juan for the spooky special. I definitely missed something. I'm not even aware of what the spooky special is. Thank you again, LA, for that tip that you just left. You are on fire. Thank you so much.
The alarm on, Homer.
For those of you that didn't see it, we're coming up on San Marcos High School on your right up here. There was a single report of an active shooter at this school this week. Ended up possibly being some sort of swatting call. The report was unfounded. A person called San Diego PD first said there was a person in a gray shirt shooting an AK-47. That information was relayed to sheriff, and they sent deputies, obviously, and then they had Able, which is San Diego PD's helicopter. It was already up in the air. I think it was in Rancho Bernardo when the call came in. So they were circling for a little bit. I just missed getting Able circling on camera. But luckily it was a hoax. But at the same time, you know, it's a waste of resources. But the alternative is much worse. Looks like there's a football game wrapping up there right now.
What did you do?
And I did happen to see on Twitter around the time of that hoax active shooter call at San Marcos High, it was Pomona, I want to say. It was some department that started with a P in Southern California. They also had something similar happen. They had a response that was didn't end up being anything. So I was wondering if the two were related. I almost called Pomona to see if they had the same description given to them of the quote-unquote shooter. Just to reiterate, right now we're headed to a crash that may be wrapping up at this point. It happened about 30-40 minutes ago when we were in Oceanside. So obviously we stopped at Carlsbad in the middle. But it's eastbound 78 near Twin Oaks Valley Road. We're about 3 minutes out from that location. So we'll see if we see anything of note. But if not, we will just head back to our staging area, which at this point we're not too far from.
Boulevard Cherry. X-ray Robert Paul 439 by Honda.
Traffic.
Should be coming up here shortly. Could always be just past Twin Oaks, so we'll head to the next exit. If we don't see anything, we'll bail on it. Sometimes they start these tow trucks like nobody's business, and sometimes they're just in the right area at the right time, and it's cleaned up very quickly. Well, it appears we missed out on that one, but that one specifically didn't sound too serious. I think we went to the two most serious of the three crashes.
329, I'm heading to the David building using practice room with clear.
So we'll flip around at Nordall and head back to our staging area, and I can see what you guys are chatting about finally. I feel so left out. You know, I've never seen these traffic info signs actually lit up. It says, when flashing, tune into 1660 AM for traffic info. I have lived in North County since they installed those signs, and I have never seen them flashing. Wow, I got both lights green. I'm a fan. right, this is our stop.
Station 40 minutes, 25 points.
Bye-bye.
40 minutes, 25 point round. 3434 Cleveland. From a call. Not exact 20 of that call back.
Traffic.
43 phone.
Wow, I'm getting every single light green.
3300 block of TV, or correction, the Boulevard on California 495057. Correction, 02.
43 phone traffic, 33.
And our streak has ended. Unless there's some miracle and this turns green.
Today, RTS. Things will be right before day.
Copy.
Station 40 minutes, 25 points.
You haven't been requested yet, but if you could monitor Poway, we have units en route to a large car meetup. They just ask in case there's some type of pursuit or if they witness any violations, it's just monitor for now.
95057.
There's no switchover.
Correction, 02.
Thank you.
Air support monitoring a large car meetup in the Poway area. Which that could be Poway Radio as well. And they are patched sometimes with Encinitas. Home sweet Harley lot, everybody. We're back.
RTS. Things will be right before day.
Always gotta adjust the volume levels once I get back to being parked. All right. Thank you, Juan, for the tip. Is that Christmas trees? It's a little early, but I'll take it. Thank you, LA. Thank you very much. That's very generous of you. Thank you so much for your support.
14.
Let's see. Coley's in here. Hello, Coley. Anybody else new in here that I have not said hi to? We're looking.
5 David, out to welfare check at 555 Green.
Troll, good to see you. Butterzone. Thank you guys for joining. Looks like that's everybody from the recent chats. I feel like if I go back far enough, some people have left, so the chats are irrelevant to respond to. Kind of learned that the hard way. Something big happening on the 5 South, past Via de la Valle. I did see a collision reported on the CAD earlier. It's a little outside of my jurisdiction, but if it was major enough, I would go down there.
Road at the team entrance. Response to Charlie 2 Delta.
Looks like Gray Infinity advises he was stopped in the lanes and a vehicle hit him. During the call, advised another vehicle struck him. A few cars in the number 2 lane. I'm assuming they just stopped all traffic just to get the cars out of the roadway. Didn't even show that an ambulance had responded, but I could be wrong. Sometimes those CAD reports on the CHP website don't update very quickly.
81 medical.
81450.
Engine 81.
Mr. Daniel, last stream you said next time you'd explain what consciousness is.
Echo 10 Foxtrot.
Did I say that? Consciousness. Well, medically, I'm no doctor, but from my understanding, it's when you're awake, you're breathing. Might have to do with awareness. So that's my definition of conscious.
Marco Sheriff on Alley North Command. Prepare to copy a BOL for
Ooh.
an armed suspicious out of San Marcos.
Armed suspicious BOL out of San Marcos. Here we go. Thank you, Juan, for the tip.
San Marcos Sheriff continuing BOL for an armed suspicious of San Marcos from the address of 26915 Mesa Rock Road at the Arco AM/PM.
That's out there.
It's a male in a white van. Is GA southbound on the 15. Had an unknown item in their hand, possibly a rifle. Only description that we have on the van is a white Chevy. We do not have any further on the male. Sheriff clear on Alley North Command.
I remember there was a sizable response to Cal State San Marcos one time because a teacher was seen carrying an umbrella with a shoulder strap, and someone reported a man with a rifle. Just made me think of that. Oh, okay, thanks, Mr. Daniel and Fat Glizzy. I'll be sure to add that to my report. Thank you very much for your investigation, LA. What else did we have going on this week?
Pastrana on Santa Anita.
We had
2 by
the
Bayonne, cover.
fatal crash this morning. The fire in Carlsbad. I remember that went out. I was actually in a drive-through and I heard Carlsbad PD say they were struck on the freeway on the 5 near Tamarack. Luckily that didn't end up being anything serious, but they were hit by a possible DUI driver. So I was initially heading to that, and then I heard the structure fire go out, and I also heard a crash go out on Unicornio Street in Carlsbad. That was all within like 5 minutes, which is very rare, especially when it's the overnight hours. It's typically quieter. But I chose to go to the structure fire, diverted from the crash involving CPD on the 5 to the structure fire, and ended up getting there before the fire department, and the garage was fully involved. And then we had the caught on camera suspect's ditch vehicle at end of high-speed chase. That was in relation to Dale's vehicle that I mentioned earlier. Vista has a hot prowl. Astria is switching for it. We're gonna try to get some info on that. I actually didn't know until Dale's video. I didn't know I had a couple frames in my video where you can see the 2 suspects running towards my car in my driver's side mirror. And I was like, holy moly, because I saw the person in the black shirt running towards my car, but I didn't know that just a split second later, the second guy had joined in. And I hightailed it out of there. That was one of my closest calls, if not my closest call, doing stringing. And in true stringer fashion, I got it on video. So that was a lucky catch, I guess you could say. I used that loosely because definitely, you know, after the fact, I was like, whoa, that was a little too close for comfort. OMG, guys, I just saw my dog catch a mouse. She was fast. That's a skilled dog. They were at your bumper. I don't think they were that close. They were pretty darn close, though. I think they were within about 10 feet of my car. And at least one of them ended up going across all northbound lanes of the 15, which is obviously extremely dangerous. They caught one of them. The other one, as of when I left the scene, they had not captured them. That was crazy, Mr. Daniel. Imagine if they took your car and took off with it. Took off with me still in the trunk. That's a running joke. LA's just always in my trunk, I guess. It's the weekly routine. Objects in this mirror are closer than they appear. Good point. That's a really good point. Oh, that's on Sycamore, the hot prowl? I was waiting for the sheriff CAD to update. 600 Sycamore. We are certainly not too far from that. We'll head over there. 600 Sycamore. I'm assuming it's going to be in that mobile home park. The sheriff's CAD addresses are approximate, so sometimes you got to take a couple turns, go down a couple roads to find what you're looking for, but it just makes it more rewarding when you do. So we have about a 5-minute ETA, which is pretty short in terms of all of North County to have a 5-minute ETA from where we start.
Medic 26 for a head injury, RJ Donovan in prison, 480 Volta Road, 10 Golf, 10 Hotel.
459 hot prowl burglary. I guess this could technically be commercial, but I'm gonna say it's residential. Essentially, a hot prowl is when the person is still there, at least from my understanding. This is the one they requested Astria to start for.
with a warning.
We have been all around tonight. Carlsbad, Oceanside, San Marcos, going to Vista right now. It's just one of those nights.
Whitewater King. Instead of Whitewater King, we have up to 235. Up the break. I think the father of her children attempted to run her over.
245 in Oceanside, father of the RP's children attempted to run her over. Weapon there would obviously be the vehicle. We're officially in the area, but again, the address is approximate, so you may not see it immediately. We're going to check out the mobile home park first. Not seeing any deputies.
King, 245. 367 Sherborne, your visa department has been Frank, advising the father of her children attempted to run her over. Suspect vehicle is a red 2011 Honda CRV. GOA on Marvin toward College.
It's a pretty big complex. I've been in here a handful of times. We'll just go methodically and go down until we hopefully see something. It's pretty dark in here. Thought that was a sheriff's deputy for a second. Hey, not a dead end. It's always a good thing. We could just drive past each aisle. That'll get the job done a little quicker.
Outside of their home.
I'm gonna stop here super quick and check if Astria is still on their way, if they were even started. I know they were at least monitoring this.
Engine 36, respond to Hummel Casino 14145.
See a medical helicopter.
Engine 36, San Diego.
Okay, I'm not seeing Astria actively flying anywhere in the county. Now we can go right or left. This place is huge! Even bigger than I remember. Okay, that is a dead end? Question mark?
Traffic over 5 David.
Pretty bad. Looking at the water food box in your job and also features outside of their home.
Oh, there's even more this way.
Was one male and one female.
I didn't even see that guy. He's probably wondering what I'm doing.
Female is age of A, wearing a backwards both hats, shirt, t-shirt, jeans, and boots. Female is age of A, wearing a black jacket, black pants. Another is a PNC both black jeans.
Get back up there.
And I did.
Now this guy's gonna be even more suspicious of me.
7197. 7897. 6197. 6797.
Okay, this is that turn I missed. Oh, there he is. Sorry.
Hey, David. Traffic confirmed, David.
Looks like we have reached the southern end of this park. There's the first vehicle I've seen. Civilian or sheriff. I'm gonna check the sheriff cat and see if this is still active.
For PLM 42. Copy with the PLM 42.
It is still showing as active. It went out at 9:18, so about 15 minutes ago. And the address is on Sycamore. So if it's not in here, it must be an apartment complex.
Hey, David 97.
So we'll flip a UE. There's complexes south of that mobile home park that we were just in, so we'll check those out too. Also looking...
22 by route, suspicious vehicle, 504 South Street.
Looks like North Coast or Tri-City Patrol is in the Jack in the Box drive-thru, so there's no urgency there. If they'd be involved. Always looking for the clues. That's the key. This is just about the only other place that I can think of it being at. Unless it was commercial. Let's see. Sycamore Ridge Apartments is where we are. Let's start with the left portion. Any car I see, a full-size pickup coming my way. I've never been in this one, as far as this far up in this complex. I have been here, but I can actually cross this one off my list.
Parking tonight.
Hi there, Lieutenant. Advice.
Hey, if I do.
Hey, there's that truck again. We're like buddies now. Are we both lost? Yeah, I am surprised we haven't seen anything yet. Oh, and here's... I guess this throws us onto the street. Huh. I'm going to check one more time and see if Astria is en route to this. If not, I think I'm going to bail. It looks like it has been taken off the CAD. So that is why we're seeing no deputies at this point. We may have actually found the location, but we just didn't get there in time. But if it's already closed, it's probably not much. Although they could, you know, wrap that up pretty quickly, just gotta get the guy. Not totally sure what happens as far as investigation for those. So we will head back to San Marcos, to our staging area. Where the rest of the stream takes us.
Oceanside. Sick person.
If not, I can finally chat it up with you guys at least a little bit before we wrap it up.
Minus 3,867 at 3867 Sherborne Drive. Unit F.
They did just start FD for that 245 location, which translation is assault with a deadly weapon. That was the one with the vehicle that was used as the weapon. It's an Oceanside. Sounds like that ambulance is for a 5-year-old with a complaint of pain to the knee.
Chest pain. Engine 106 and RA 106 at 7736 Eco. Engine 123.
Copy that. Looking at notes, we got a deal of stuff.
BLS 115 will be your unit into tracing.
297 Sherborne Drive. Unit F.
Negative. Break RA 214, thank you.
Solana Beach. BOS response. Slow. Engine 238 and Medic 237. Lucky at Delmar. At 850 Delmar Lounge Road. Room 129.
Wow, there's quite the line for that ramp. It's not usually like that. Spring Valley has a fire that they're asking Astria to assist on. Somebody call Juan. Is Juan still in here? I'm gonna shoot him a message. Carlos, aka Juan, has left the building. Why is he named Carlos? I definitely missed a lot of chatting tonight. Movie with daughter. Oh, that's a perfect excuse then. Feels like we haven't been here in years. I know. We've been all around town tonight. Hello, Rochelle. How you doing? Thank you for joining.
Cuba 97.
Thank you, LA, for another glizzy, aka tip.
Cuba 97.
A suspicious priest is driving around a mobile home park. That's me. Gathering my content. You wanted to be incognito. So we do have 15 minutes on the dot, just about. You know, sometimes we extend it if something happens or whatnot. We're not too strict in this household. But just a fair warning, if you guys have any comments, questions, etc. that you'd like to get in before the stream wraps up tonight, now's the time. I'd be happy to answer them.
Be on 11-8 for the smart and final on CBD.
Fallbrook. Traffic collision.
Oh.
Engine 113. Engine 114.
That'll be on a
Medic
freeway.
114 and 3361. Southbound 15 north of 76. At southbound 15 north of 76.
Solo vehicle in middle lane. Unknown what was hit. Kicked up a bunch of dirt. Reportedly 3 vehicles involved. We'll monitor that for now.
Carlsbad.
That's pretty far out there.
Engine 101 and RA101. Smart and final Carlsbad at 9:55 Carlsbad Village Drive.
Thank you, LA, for the tip. Thank you very much. And thank you for being a member, by the way. I don't know if I've shouted you out yet. Shout out to all my members. I've never seen that emoji either. Thank you very much for your support. Shout out some of the members here. LA. Evergreen is a new member. Thank you. Nani. I know Beatrice is also one. Regina is also one as well. I don't know if she's been in tonight yet. Vegetation fire coming out in San Miguel. Is that the one they asked Astria to switch for?
Well, like, he's non-responsive, but he's breathing.
We're not responsive, but breathing.
Does not look like it. Oh, it's kind of close to Spring Valley.
Eliminate for the smart and final CBD.
Eliminate smart final. Where looks covered. 31 Boulevard, from Red Village. Yep.
Carlsbad, ALS response. Average. Engine 103 and RA103. Station Carlsbad at 3140 El Camino Real. Room 199A.
Confirm response. Agency 34 Edward, where the bridge status? Can you send me the 594 for distance?
My question is, do you have a nickname, alias, secret identity? That's a good question. As far as using a fake name online, I do not. So, hopefully that answers your question. I don't have no alias. Yeah, good question, Nani. Are you asking me or LA, Jasmine? Thank you, LA, for the tip. Thank you very much.
Traffic collision. Medic 111. Southbound 15 north at 76. At southbound 15 north at 76.
Defective traffic signals, 15 south at Auto Park in Escondido. Due to an SDG&E planned power outage. That's some breaking news for you. Or lack thereof. Daniel, but LA is a mystery to me. I have a confession to make. My name isn't Taco Bell in real life. You know, you had me this whole time, Belle. I really thought your legal name was Taco Bell. It's probably copyrighted.
Spot 162 and brush 171 at 16,657 Paradise Mountain Road.
Cody in the house. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. Oh, I don't have a cool alter ego identity and I want one ideas. We could change the color in your username. Or is that too obvious? TGIF indeed, Cody. You need to come up with one we can be your witness if you ever needed to. I need to come up with an alias? That's a tough decision. How do I choose a name?
San Diego, copy 2152. FedEx 71.
Davidson. What made you think of Davidson? Danny Flash. Daniel is the Flasher. Wow, you guys are creative. You guys are coming up with names on the fly. Daniel Davidson. Or Pete. Pete Davidson.
71 responding. X71 responding.
Has anyone seen Evergreen and LHI at the same time? Coincidence? I've never seen both of them in the same place either.
Currently 2152.
1672 traffic.
Copy. Change the board.
Yeah, my alter ego is M. Sir Tile.
Transmission was garbled, say again.
Or Rustic Home.
Front copy, step traffic, we're engine 123. Affirmative, the sheriff's inquiring if you have an update.
Biggs Harley Davidson. Now we're just reading the sign.
Copy number 700. Say 2 by.
Teamwork makes the dream work. We got to come up with an original name. Is there something parked next to you? Yeah, there's a truck that's here. Every time I stream, it has a big trailer. It has to, you know, they're associated with Harley Davidson. You can kind of see the logo. It's a little dark though. Yeah, it moves too, because sometimes there's nothing in this parking lot. The Sycamore Prowler. Yeah, that's definitely what that guy walking his dog thought of me.
Okay, 7 by.
Show 1 by.
2152.
Copy, just on the line.
There's a, oh, that was at 6:30. Oh, wait.
Joey.
No, 8:55 p.m.
Copy. Say 6 by.
Medical examiner's case, aka a deceased person, 500 Rice Canyon Road in Fallbrook. That's an approximate address.
Copy number 700. Say 2 by.
4 by around the OCC.
Traffic collision. 3371. Southbound 15 north of 76.
At southbound 15 north of 76.
Well, there was a fatality in the Temecula area, 7:02 p.m.
3371.
Rollover crash. I never really go up into the Temecula area. Oddly enough, though, when I covered that crash or the pursuit where they foot bailed right by me, I did have to go up to the exit for the 79 to turn around and come back.
Engine 78, chase 78, engine 33, 50 medic 70 for abdominal pain, 604 Nelson Meadow Road, response 10 Charlie.
Joey.
Copy. Say 6 by.
Engine 114 from 113. We're approaching. Where do you trip?
4197.
CC.
Violet, black, green, onyx eyes. Well, now I got it all going on. You do? What is onyx? Is that a color? I've never heard of that. A black stone. Fancy. I say you choose that one. Evergreen.
Page 113. Yeah, by CHP, we do have one vehicle dead center in the middle of the freeway. Due to safety hazard, we're going to be shutting down the freeway at our location.
Shutting down the southbound side of the 15
Press count copy.
because there is a vehicle,
You let them code 3.
in their words, dead center in the freeway. That's the Fallbrook crash.
Code 3, we'll hand push the vehicle out. Copy. Northbound engine 114, can you put on engine that vehicle?
Requesting CHP code 3 to push the vehicle out of the lanes. So if you're on the southbound 15 in the Fallbrook area and you're stuck in traffic, that is why. I'm a little surprised they shut down all lanes. But safety is the utmost importance.
Walmart, 705 College. We're in HPD mail parked across several handicap spots. Now 23103 through the parking lot, Gray Ford, Flex, plaintiff 80, William Frank at 079. RP advising the vehicle TC'd into a tree in the parking lot is now stationary in a spot near the main entrance. Driver HMA early 30.
Northbound medic 232.
Someone should tell him he can't park there. I've seen TikToks and stuff like that where people, I mean, it's kind of messed up, but funny, of like people driving past a car accident scene with no injuries and saying like you can't park there.
I'm sorry to get you on 3 Charlie, but we're EOS and you can let somebody else know.
Hey, Rob Love.
Copy. Copy, thanks, good night.
Hate to say I've done that a few times.
437 traffic.
Oh, Cody.
What do you think?
Northbound Boulevard between the Jetty 6, Mary Robert Edward 059, Honda CRV.
Northbound Boulevard between Jetty.
113, 3371.
Ooh. A crash in Escondido.
135 and rescue ambulance 135. Serious injury. Intersection of East Rosita Avenue and South Juniper Street.
We're gonna wait for a description on this one.
It's 3371.
Just a regular traffic collision response.
Advising the vehicle TC'd into a tree in the parking lot is now stationary in the spot near the main entrance.
We will tune in here.
Driver HMA early 30.
ALS 38 for medical.
9082, please 129 for an 09 Ford SUV, to Martha Perez, 605 Medical Circle, Oliver City.
One here requesting 1288 613 crouch break. Fort David Barrow. Copy, Fort David.
Boulevard between the Jetty 6, Mary Robert Edward 059, Honda CRV.
Should be getting those details on the Escondido crash any second now. East Felicita Avenue and South Juniper Street in Escondido. Escondido has a tendency to, like, you kind of got to keep an eye on it because something that doesn't seem as notable as it would if the call went out in San Marcos or something. The way they handle their calls is a bit different, is what I'm trying to say. Long story short. Long story long. I love when people say that. I think it's really funny. Another hot prowl in Vista? Is this another swatting person on our hands? This one is in the 1200 block of Eucalyptus. It'll be over by City Hall.
Tie-dye shirt, correction hoodie, baggy black Nike pants, black Converse shoes, break. Suicidal statements were made or expressed. She's not on an invitation, no history.
I would have expected to hear the size up, not the size up, but the report of what they have in Escondido by now. Firefly rocket launch from Vandenberg. Is that right now? They're launching a rocket? Oh my god. Launching a rocket? I totally just switched up the letters on that. Yeah, we got a significant cloud cover right now.
From 2029, Red Coach Lane, 029, Red Coach Lane in Encinitas. Last seen at 11:30 hours today will be a white female, person of Cassidy, Carlsbad and Sam.
Good. All right. Well, Escondido did not do an initial report. Maybe they do that on certain ones where they don't really need to advise the units what they're going into. I don't know. That's my best guess. Alrighty, guys. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you so much to anybody who supported. If you're hearing this, you did support me because you're viewing in here. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I stream every Friday night at 8 p.m. So come on back next week and hang out with the Newsflash fam again. Thank you for all the likes, the tips, the subscriptions, the comments. Thank you, the Butter Zone. You're always contributing information. Shout out to all my members. Good night to you, the Butter Zone. Good night, Coley. Good night, LA. His keyword or his catchphrase 12. Have a great night, everyone. See y'all next time. Thank you, Nani. Good night, Newsflash fam. Yeah, Coley, you know how to say it. Good night, Daniel, and everyone. Be safe and enjoy the weekend, Daniel. Thank you so much, Evergreen. Thank you for all my moderators. Thank you guys for keeping the chat clean. Thank you, Cody, Jasmine. I will see you guys next week at 8 p.m. on Friday. You guys have a great, safe week. Good night to you, Alan. And I will see you guys on Friday. Talk to you then. Bye.